They are among the most extraordinary artworks ever created in Africa, the Benin Bronzes. Sculpted in brass, ivory, and copper, each piece carries the soul of a civilization that flourished long before colonial rule. But these treasures do not rest where they were born. They were taken by force in the name of Western civilization. The Benin Kingdom, located in present-day southern Nigeria, was one of Africa's most advanced and organized empires. At its heart stood Benin City, a marvel of urban design with broad streets, powerful walls, and a royal court renowned for its order and art. The Benin people were master craftsmen. Using the lost wax casting technique, they created bronze plaques, royal heads, and figures that recorded the history of their kings, the Obas, their conquests, ceremonies, and divine power. Each piece was not just art, it was history in metal, a royal archive sculpted by fire. In the 15th century, Portuguese explorers arrived on the shores of Benin. They were welcomed with diplomacy and trade, ivory, pepper, palm oil, and artistic exchange. Over the centuries, other European powers followed: the Dutch, the French, and finally, the British. But as Europe industrialized and expanded, trade gave way to control. By the 19th century, Britain sought total dominance over West Africa's commerce. The Oba of Benin resisted, refusing to surrender his kingdom's independence or sacred customs. This resistance would soon lead to war. In early 1897, British officials planned a so-called diplomatic mission to Benin City, led by Acting Consul General James Phillips. The mission was sent without the Oba's permission, during a sacred festival when no visitors were allowed. Benin chiefs warned the British to turn back. They did not. As the column advanced through the forest, Benin warriors ambushed them. Several British officers were killed. What followed changed African history forever.
Britain responded with overwhelming force, a punitive expedition of over 1,200 men equipped with Maxim guns, artillery, and modern rifles. They invaded Benin City in February 1897. Benin warriors fought bravely, but they were no match for British firepower. After days of battle, the once great city fell. British troops looted the royal palace, set it ablaze, and seized thousands of treasures: bronze plaques, ivory tusks, royal figures, the very heart of Benin's culture. The stolen treasures were shipped to London. Auction houses sold them to museums and collectors across Europe. Berlin, Paris, and London displayed them proudly, calling them discoveries of African genius, while ignoring the violence that brought them there. To Western civilization, they became trophies. To Benin, they were sacred objects of memory and identity, stolen in the name of progress.
For decades, the Benin Bronzes remained in Western museums, far from the people who created them. But in the 21st century, a new conversation began. Scholars, activists, and governments across Africa demanded the return of their looted heritage. Museums in Germany, the United Kingdom, and the United States faced increasing pressure to act. Today, some Benin Bronzes have been returned to Nigeria, a historic step toward healing the wounds of the past. And in Benin City, a new project, the Edo Museum of West African Art, is being built to welcome them home.
The story of the Benin Bronzes is not just about art or history. It is about the power of memory, the clash between cultures, and the question of what civilization truly means. Western civilization once claimed to bring light to Africa, but in Benin, it came with fire. Yet despite the destruction, the spirit of Benin endures.
in its people, its culture, and in the timeless brilliance of the bronzes themselves. The Benin Bronzes are more than lost treasures. They are voices from the past, calling for justice, respect, and remembrance. Because history, no matter how long it is buried, always finds its way home. Thank you for watching. If you believe history should be told truthfully and powerfully, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of Africa's lost empires and living legacy.